There's only one skin that I would use in Urdak.
It looks a lot like the resurrected soldiers from Invincible. They're, I think, reanimate. But yeah. Ooh. This music is so cool.
It is pretty nice. So here we are at last, the Doom equivalent of heaven.
I have a
And somewhat appropriately, they have taken mercy on us with the challenges for this final level that has challenges.
For a while, I only thought you could kill drones with a headshot, so that one was easy. Oh.
Yeah, occasionally I get a glory kill in on the Maykr drones, but usually it's better to just headshot them because, hey, they also drop ammo.
Yep. So, if anybody's played Axiom Verge, you might understand some parallels right now with some of that game's like lore and tech and just overall vibe. And if not, go play Axiom Verge because, or at least watch Vinny's playthrough, because the vibes in that game and the vibes here are immaculate at points.
It's quite interesting what they were able to create in being like, what is heaven in Doom, in the Doom universe like? You know, what's this interpretation of that?
Right.
Because it certainly isn't going to be all nice and heaven. Well, not your typical ideas of heaven.
It's eldritch and it's alien and it's I have no idea what I'm looking at kind of things. But there's trees. And heaven was made, according to the lore, before Earth. And that's where I have a little bit of an idea with these trees, if I might indulge. Also, the noises these things make are awesome.
Good sound design here.
Yes, there's the idea of Platonic ideals in Greek mythology. And the thought is that the Earth tree was based off the Urdak tree. And that's why there's trees here, and they are the more perfected, ideal version of a tree.
Interesting.
I'm a huge, like, that is to say, Plato's allegory of the cave has, if our trees are shadows, then these trees are the ones casting the shadow, kind of thing. It's, what can I say? I like the book Flatland. I'm a huge dork. Whoa, you barely made that one. Wait, what?
Gotta get a bonus.
Oh. I don't know if I went up here.
Would have had to have gotten this mastery token.
Okay. I either don't remember or maybe I just didn't get it.
They give us the auto map early.
Oh, nice. Another thing that this reminds me of, because comparison is all I can seem to really do instead of come up with original thoughts. Sanctuary Fortress in Metroid Prime 2. Not quite as cyberpunky. This is a lot more, I don't know, just like I said, alien.
Ethereal.
Are those inactive drones?
I think those are just statues,
Okay.
but the soundscape almost reminds me of the Cloud City in Twilight Princess.
Why did she say welcome, Seraphim?
I think we have Samuel Hayden downloaded into our suit at this point.
Oh.
You cannot stop the procession.
So that is the heart of the Betrayer's son.
And this is... You know, for a hive mind, she sure did nothing to stop him.
Yeah, he could have, like, had someone shoot at him or something.
So was that its heart, or what?
So that was the heart of the son of the betrayer. The betrayer, the reason why he betrayed was because he saw visions of his son being tortured in hell. and so he, the demons, we'll release your son if you give us the wraiths.
I see. It was an Anakin Padme moment.
Kind of, yeah. What he didn't realize, I think the implication is that there was nothing special about his son's torment in hell. He was just like everyone else.
Right. He just wanted to prevent it.
Mm-hmm.
So did he become the Icon of Sin?
Not exactly. That was the clear implication in the lore in 2016, where the demons, they were like, we'll bring back your son. We never said that we would bring him back as himself, so they resurrected him as the Icon of Sin. And I think that might still technically be the case, but basically his heart is the only humanity that the Icon of Sin could ever lay claim to. It was the only thing holding him back, and now that's gone. And the Betrayer's son has been released.
The seal has been broken. Demons are in heaven. Oh no.
Yes. So now that ancient law of you can't have demons in hell has been broken, because the Icon of Sin, the ultimate demon, was resurrected in heaven as a kind of loophole.
I see. Although, had he not, had Doomguy let the ritual happen, I'm assuming the seal would still be in place.
Yes, it would have been. I mean, the Icon of Sin was still here, it just wasn't unbound. And if Doomguy had left the heart as is, then the Icon of Sin would have just consumed Earth even easier.
Because it would have been under the Con Maker's hive mind control, I assume, or something.
That's the logical conclusion. But yeah, now we have the Maykr Drones, which is our very first angelic enemy in Doom. Mm-hmm. Pop their heads off, and they give you a shower of ammo.
The lore concerning them is very interesting, and I can't help but feel almost sorry for them.
Well, I mean, they aren't exactly human, so maybe they're okay with whatever kind of emotion they have. They're okay with their life.
Right. I mean, to be fair, a true hive mind, all are one and one is all, so...
He kind of became a meme again for that, so I figured I'd keep a running tally.
Oh, nice.
Although I had a bit of trouble knowing what to call it.
I think it's pretty good. It's better than the, oh, gee, I hope somebody was fired for that blunder meme for the 378th time.
Okay, now this corridor, I like this little, vent area.
Yeah, I do.
Obviously, it reminds you of that one part from Empire Strikes Back, but, it's purple.
Well, that's the thing. Now that we're on Urdak, my comparisons to the Covenant's design aesthetics and color aesthetics are actually pretty apropos. Because up until now, all of Urdak's stuff has been the white, gold, and red. But now we're getting a lot more colors.
Yeah. And we had this weird, cavern, but there are all these, little stratified layers, and there's cables and whatnot going between them. It's really cool, these sort of back stage areas almost.
Yeah, and I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. But when I say that this place has an uncanny feel, a lot of it feels AI generated. And I don't mean that as in, generative AI. What I mean is... your brain feels like it can't fully comprehend what it's looking at, almost in some places, which is kind of great for a heaven place.
It's not quite robotic. It's not quite naturalistic. It's not quite a fusion of the two. It's
a weird, uncanny valley between organic and inorganic and techno. Yeah, it's... I want to know who designed this, because... I hope they won an award, or at least got a raise, because this... I mean, I know it was a huge team, but yeah, it's cool stuff. I enjoy things that make me slightly... sci-fi stuff that makes me slightly uncomfortable in that I cannot fully understand what I'm looking at.
A little unnerving.
Yeah. But not so much that it's scary, just enough that I'm like, this is hauntingly beautiful.
Finally, I got a couple of decent
sick.
from the hip precision bolt shots.
Yeah. So, now that the seal is broken... Oh, I never actually saw him take them out of his mouth. Now that the seal is broken, what's to stop the Con Maker and all them going to hell and, like sieging hell?
Urdak's seal has been broken. Hell's has not.
Okay.
It is.
I
we
thought
are
it
very
was-
much not dealing with an equivalent exchange here.
I thought it was I thought it was essentially a door was broken, but it's more of a what is it? One-way coupling versus two-way coupling? Whatever.
I mean, what ideally we would have a balance between heaven and hell, but the balance has been broken, and hell was not on the upside of that. Or heaven wasn't.
It's almost like a dam broke, so the flow is one way.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like, yeah, there's specific music tracks in Axiom Verge that have these similar these weird vocalizations that feel, I don't know what to call them, but they're chant-like. Yeah, it's chanting. That's what I'd say.
All right, missed another collectible right here. I'll have to come back to that once I get fast travel. But right up there, yep, there's another mastery token. Tripping over these things now that the mod bots are gone.
That little structure had a little face. Or maybe it's just pareidolia and I'm seeing faces.
Alright, guys are red and enraged, which means either an archvile or a buff totem, and thanks to that icon earlier, we know it's a buff totem.
Yeah. I hate buff totems the first time, or other times, because, boy, I struggle. Oh, nice! I didn't think that would count as a headshot. I struggle badly at finding the buff totems, and I hate them.
Yeah, first time, or if you don't remember, it can be a bit challenging. They do like to hide them. Another thing that works for taking off the Maykr Drone's heads is ballista shot.
Oh, that makes sense. So, if heaven and hell were working together in this universe, or in this omniverse, rather, multiverse, would the demons, like, they would want order restored just as much as heaven would, because they liked the arrangement that was happening, I thought.
Yeah, that's another thing, where it feels sort of weird and either not well thought out or not thoroughly explained, is that we assume that heaven and hell are at each other's throats constantly because, that's how things always work. But then we learn that, oh, hey, they were actually in league with each other, which would mean that each side would have a vested interest in the other staying intact.
Right.
But it seems like only the Con Maker is the one who's, like, actually doing pro-hell things, whereas the demons jump all over Urdak at the slightest hint of weakness.
I do have a theory, and did you happen to read the Part 2 DLC Codex to refresh
I did,
your memory?
between parts, yes.
Okay, so I'll discuss it there, but in there, I can kind of see what might have been happening behind the scenes from Hell's side. Whoa, but I will go into that later. If I remember to talk about it.
Oh yeah, in previous parts I kept saying stunned when I should have been saying staggered.
Okay.
Those are technical terms.
Yeah, because those confused... Because you would say that to me a lot, and I figured staggered was the same thing as stunned, and that there just was no good term for getting ready to glory kill.
Yeah, no. Ready for glory kill is staggered. Stunned means that's the state that like the Marauder is in after you catch him on the green flash, or
Right.
that a certain weapon gives once we get that in Ancient Gods Part 2. That's stunned. And then falter is when they like trip when you hit them hard enough,
Right.
can interrupt their actions.
Yeah, bottomless missiles.
And I can't guarantee that I won't mix up those terms again, but yeah, those do mean specific things in the context of this game's mechanics.
Here's a good mnemonic device. So falter, they fall down. Stunned, you can think of the little, oh.
You're under attack to get back to Earth, but you will need to reconfigure the teleporter rings to activate it. We must move quickly, for the icon of sin grows more powerful the longer it is on Earth.
It's weird that he said that again. I thought that was a glitch. Like, maybe it was a, audio line that wasn't supposed to play again.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not the exact same recording, so
No.
it is on purpose that he's saying it so many times.
But yeah. Falter, they fall down. Stun, they have the, cartoony birds around the head. Stagger, you can think you're ready to do a staggering amount of damage.
Yeah,
That's a thought.
I know it. I just get kind of flustered
Oh,
while we're recording.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you're playing and recording, then all bets are off.
Which we're not, so I don't have that
Yeah.
excuse.
Well, I mean, it's still a cognitive load. Because unlike me, you have notes. You have things you're planning to say. I'm going off the cuff and what little I kind of thought to plan ahead.
I have a couple of things, just whenever I think of them.
Yeah. I just mean to say, I'm more improv, you're more rehearsed, and that is... Both are good, but I'd like to... Man, sometimes I wish I had more notes. I think it's more because this playthrough is really kind of your baby, and I've eventually come around to this game. Ooh, that was cool.
He's like, he turns around, whoa, what the heck, bro?
It's like, you stabbed me! You threw my dog into the fire! Oh, that works because he has a dog. That's funny.
I didn't think we were fighting for real. Jeez, man.
Yeah, that one was... Let's see if you do it the way I did it. Oh, wait, there's only one way to do it. Oh, I'm thinking of another secret where you have to go outside and kind of go next to two trees.
Yeah, it's a bit later.
Yeah. So yeah, I like rodeo jump this one. Or it's like a, what is it? L target dash scan, whatever, from Prime. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, time for some deep lore.
System acquired. Setting a course for the Earth dimension now.
I can't see now. Am I the father apprehended?
We're just not going to comment on that for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It's too late. The gate must be reactivated. The longer the icon of sin is on Earth, the stronger he will become.
Have they ever mentioned the father up until that line?
I don't think they have in the dialogue, but I'm pretty sure it's been mentioned a couple of times in codexes that you would have gotten by now.
Dr. Hayden, hey, am I God? It's such a funny, like, I don't know. Because you get the sense that, I thought of, until they talked about the father, I thought the Con Maker was the highest deity in this, like, mythos.
She's interim god.
Yeah.
Father's been gone for a while.
Ooh.
Acting deity. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, what comes to mind is Aqua and Eris.
Sorry, I was thinking of the exact same thing.
I need to watch the rest of season 2 and watch season 3 of the movie. Oh, it feels good. I hate them so much.
I don't know why the Crucible was being so finicky there.
Yeah. It's like when I whiff in Smash Brothers, and I wasn't even remotely close to the guy. Man. I don't remember. I feel... Did you get a couple shots with the super shotgun on that Dread Knight before you hit him with the chain gun, or... It just... you seem like you melted through him so fast.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was just a few seconds ago, but I don't know. Maybe I did.
I mean, there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
I just always feel... To be fair, Dread Knights go down easier than Barons of Hell and... what's the guy with the stupid lock-on shock missile launcher? He's really
Revenants?
big. No, he's really big.
Tyrant?
Tyrant, yes. What's a Revenant?
Those are the
skeleton the skeletons,
boys.
right. See,
Spooky boys.
my problem is, every time I see one, I don't think Revenant. I think, well, Sans and
Skeletor.
Well, actually, Papyrus from Undertale, but who's counting? It's funny, I haven't even played through Undertale. I just have culture osmosis. Ah, Skeletor. Bless you for influencing every skeleton ever for how they talk.
That's just how they talk.
Except Sans. Sans is different because he sounds like Patrick, and that's canon because that sound clip he makes is Patrick saying, maybe he's... What was it? Yeah, it's... Maybe he doesn't like us. But they took the... and just turned that into Sans. So, yeah, Sans is Patrick. Oh, Toby Fox, you clever dog.
Yes, I did memorize the location of that buff totem.
Good.
And beeline it.
So, this encounter took entirely too long. And they just kept coming and coming. And I feel like it just was unnaturally going on. So, I'm going to see.
This is a nasty one. This is one where I would definitely pull out the BFG if I had better presence of mind.
Like, I legit think, if I'm trying to remember, I either thought it was glitched and died on purpose to make sure, like, the state was fixed, or it just took way too long. Like, they kept warping in was the problem.
Blood punch, you idiot! Come on! Oh, and then right there, I charge
it.
up. Yeah, I let go of the button, thinking, "Oh, that's gonna fire." It went, but no.
Yeah.
There we go.
That
Now
was
I figure out to blood punch.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that was sick! That was an incredible combo. I'm stealing that. Isn't that a quad
lost
damage?
one life, but no, that's a sphere that refills your health and shields.
Oh, yeah.
So in the lore for this level, and just for Urdak and everything in this game for Doom, they're trying to do a thing where they're connecting back the ideas of heaven and hell back to, you know, like real world Christian beliefs of like, you know, the wicked are punished in hell and the righteous are rewarded in heaven. But the heaven side in particular doesn't quite add up because
because they talk.
I'm not quite sure what the reward in Urdak is for them. They briefly mention it, but on the other hand, another thing is that the con maker has no incentive to help anyone.
Right.
Like, all she has to do is just not... When they die, they go to hell, and then their soul gets turned into Argent energy.
Right. I remember in the lore they talked about that Sentinels, like Argentians, I guess you could say, instead of humans, they get to Urdak. Like the good, like, you know, Fada warriors.
The ones that are on Team Con Maker.
Yes.
Do.
But Samuel said no human has ever laid. No human has ever laid foot in Urdak, and I wonder if he meant no living human or no human, period, living or dead.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like, what exactly does righteous mean in this context? Because it doesn't seem like it's even like a thing of being a generally good person, like what Christ would teach. It's just honestly, it could just be that righteous means you're on team.
Right, you're with us.
Con Maker.
Or rather, even, you helped me. Because the greatest joke of all is to say heaven and hell exist, good and evil exist, and nothing you do will, like, going to heaven was never on the table. You were just essentially a walking nuclear battery to be exploited. So yeah, it's tragic.
The balance, between everything, the interplay between the two factions. I don't know. It once again feels like something that could have been interesting, but they hinted towards it, but they didn't quite follow through.
Okay, so this secret encounter gave me the most trouble out of any in the entire game. Oh, that sucks. And what happened to me was... And that's brilliant. I wish I would have thought to use that, because you just made it effortless. Whereas I was taking
that's
one
mostly
at a
the super
time.
shotgun ballista combo.
Yeah, and that charge up ballista was nice. Because I'd kept failing, and then I'd farm, because I didn't want to lose lives, and I didn't want to lose stuff. So I'd just farm stuff with the chainsaw, and then I'd wait for it to end in the where you're walking, just so I'd be safe. And then I'd go back, and I did that over and over and over and over till I finally got it. Because my mistake was I took on one at a time.
Yeah, of course, it would have gone a little bit smoother for me if I hadn't fired that first destroyer blade into the gore nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I keep talking about the super shotgun ballista combo, and those are like the more powerful shotgun type and plasma type, but I make good use of the chain gun. It's good at faltering some of the bigger boys, and with the shield, it's good protection. Really, just the upper tier of each ammo type is golden.
Mm-hmm. Now, it said invalid target when you had the Crucible out.
Did it?
Yeah.
It might have been... Was it a chainsaw thing?
Oh, that's very possible. That you hit the button and it just didn't work. Because you just so happen to also have the Crucible out, so that makes sense.
Of course, it could have been that it was saying that you can't enter the Crucible animation right now because of some state.
Yeah, but I bet you're right. Because invalid target has always been a chainsaw thing.
We're not done yet. There's still a shield soldier. There we go.
Now it's worth it. I want to make oh, another guy. I want to make a video essay about how The Last Jedi... Yeah, that's what it was called. I can't even remember what the last movie after that was called. That's how bad it was. But The Last Jedi had that moment with the horses, the space horses, and she's like, now it's worth it. And I want to just, then flash cut to how many lives saving those horses temporarily, cost, because... Anyway.
And all of the little people who have to do all the work of cleaning it up, and the fact that those space horses will probably be recaptured within the hour.
Exactly. But I'm just saying those...
It's almost like they wrote... Oh, never mind.
No, I see what you're saying. I'm just listening.
So yeah, right there, Hayden himself is like, yeah, Conmaker was an idiot for bringing the Icon of Sin here. But yeah, that scene in Last Jedi, it's almost like they wrote it specifically for an 8-year-old girl audience.
Well, yeah, because it's funny. And I'll wait till after the last portal's reconfigured. That is a massive portal.
It is. I decided not to ding that one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And
The spirit was that it involved the icon of sin growing
Right.
stronger for some reason.
so yeah, what I'm basically saying is, and yes, this is becoming a Star Wars mini review here, micro review, but basically, they leave to go find the code breaker, and they're literally trying to outrun in hyperspace, and then, or something like that, or I can't quite remember. And then, and so they do all that to try to, get away and save lives. They leave, they come back, and because they brought that one guy with them who betrayed them, it literally cost lives. So had they done literally nothing, things would have worked out better. It was really stupid.
Yeah.
It was like a bad D&D quest where the DM is like, we're not pulling any punches here today.
More
Anyway.
specifically about my 8-year-old girl comment, it's almost like they took the classic fans for granted and figured that they would put up with anything, so they can just focus entirely on people who don't conventionally care for Star Wars. You know, that same thing that Paramount did with Halo.
Or the
and
same-
look how well that worked
Yeah.
out for them.
Or the same thing Nintendo did with the Wii, except they pulled back on that and actually, they learned to pivot.
Yeah. After they realized, oh, wait, maybe appealing towards people who don't conventionally like video games isn't a sound
Right.
long-term investment when we were essentially expecting fully grown adults to be entertained by things where the sum total of interactivity is waving a stick around.
Okay, so, what are these? I was like, what the heck are these?
I can only assume that they're the souls of faithful sentinels.
Okay. And maybe they're just added to the hive mind, or I don't know, or they get to, I don't know.
It's not explained very well.
Maybe it's just constant pleasure simulation. Who knows? I don't even know. Into the purple drink. Whoa, what is this?
I believe it's the corpse of a prior con maker.
Really?
So I believe the lore is that in the past, when the father was around, the con maker would, they would die after many millennia, and then a new con maker would happen. But ever since the father disappeared, that cycle can't work anymore. So the only fate of the current con maker is to eventually lose their mind, undergo transfiguration, and go mad. And so that's why she needs the Argent energy. It's basically a fountain of youth.
I see. So where do new con makers come from?
I want to say that they actually did explain that in one of the codex.
Okay. See, because it's very insectile. Because the con maker's the queen bee. There's probably some royal jelly process for some perspective. I don't know. It's all very... And as we'll see in a later fight, it's all very fancy exoskeleton, gooey interior, organic looking thing inside, like a bug. So, yes. Ooh.
Hey, another song from 2016.
Yay. I don't think that's it. I don't think
That's
was Rip and Tear.
E1M1.
Ah, that's the only one I have memorized.
I mean, they did do a remix of that song for one of the trailers in 2016.
Oh, I would have thought they remixed it into the game itself.
I don't think so.
Huh. Alley-oop.
Con maker herself.
I have
Don't turn me into a marketable plushie.
I'll do you one worse. Bring out the extra large mason jar.
I was just gonna make a Funko Pop joke, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's because she's the big bad.
Yeah.
Vivisection vivisection. That implies that they're live autopsying people or something.
Suddenly I'm flashing back to AI the Somnium Files Nirvana initiative, because that was about bisecting people.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about the E.T. parody episode of Simpsons Treehouse of Horror with Kang.
She cannot let you
Uh-oh.
leave this place alive. She is invulnerable when she has the orb within her chest. Once removed, her defenses will be down.
So I don't think I ever actually showed it off in this level, but I did equip the gold BFG.
Oh, sick.
We have survived, made others sacrifice in the name of our prosperity, so that they may in turn find redemption.
I don't
How?
quite follow that last part. What redemption?
He's not mortal?
I guess she doesn't consider him one anymore.
I mean, I guess he doesn't age. Ooh, wait. So, I wanted to say it before. Ooh. Ugh.
Yes?
Oh, sorry. I'm just looking at the horrible thing. But, yes, this boss specifically is Bayonetta, like, extremely Bayonetta. Because when her armor goes down, she looks very monstrous.
Yes, yes. They're doing a Bayonetta thing of, like, weird bug things
Yeah.
underneath the armor.
Especially right there.
And this is the easiest boss in the game.
Oh, that's embarrassing, because I think I died a couple times.
Oh, hey, and I'm actually using the Unmaker.
Well, I
for a
mean,
little
it's
bit
in the
here.
name. You have to use it.
Yeah.
And I think it was specifically designed for her, because it just eats through her so fast.
Yeah.
So, I think Hayden needs to update his dictionary. That's not what invulnerable means. Like, you're clearly doing some kind of damage. Like, sure, she can't be killed with the orb still in there. But you're doing stuff.
I mean, her shield is vulnerable to conventional damage,
Right.
but her herself, not until you can take it down and then punch her in
Yeah.
the face.
Like, maybe there are gaps of, what are you doing, rather than, oh, this hurts so bad. Then again, invulnerability doesn't imply that it doesn't still hurt.
Right, it just doesn't cause permanent damage.
Ah, hey, another Star Wars thing. Red Elite Guards.
Oh yeah, we've got a palette swap of the
Mm-hmm.
Maykr drones for this fight only.
I would imagine they're the ones that could maybe become a new maker. Or con maker, rather.
Maybe.
There's something about
You-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that you don't really have to worry about the environmental hazards here. It's not a big deal if you wind up on them for a little bit.
Okay. Because I was annoyed by them.
You can get back health and whatnot pretty easy. Rip off, rip off.
But yeah, Oh, wow, that was fast. She's going down.
Well, I've now killed God. Let's see if I can round it out with killing Satan later.
It's more like God's uppity intern. Is she transfiguring right now?
Perhaps.
You have broken the holy seal of Urdak. Your transgressions here will jeopardize all of creation.
Oh, so you were just a narcissist the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe that is what she looks like under her mask. Life orb. Well, wait. So just... Because once removed, she'll be vulnerable. Okay, see, the no
I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
sense.
Right, I don't know what this voice is supposed to be, because I think at one point, after the release of Tag 2 or something, they changed that to say Dark Lord, but they later changed it back because it doesn't make any sense.
Right, the Dark Lord kind of doesn't like the Con Maker and was using
His
her as
entire
ends to a means.
motivation is getting revenge on the Con
Yeah.
Maker. So it doesn't make any sense that would be the Dark Lord.
Unless... Yeah.
And I think the internal files still mark it as Dark Lord, but yeah, that makes no
Probably
sense.
it's
given
just
what
a
we find
it's
out
just a
in Tag
holdover
1
from
and
an
2.
earlier draft, probably when they had a different idea. Well,
I
that
mean,
was
it
fun.
kind of points to me that they're doing the Kingdom Hearts thing where they only think like maybe one game ahead in their writing, and other than that, they're just making it up as they go. Because it seems like, well, of course they, heaven and hell were in a business relationship. If one goes down, then that ruins our plot. But no, the whole thing was a ploy.
It was a Palpatine two-sided chess play.
Whatever. Well, we will see you for the finale of the base campaign next time.